Today our topic is how to stay stoic in a world full of distractions. Life today is full of noise. Everywhere you look, there are things trying to grab your attention. Your phone buzzes with notifications. Social media feeds are endless. News is always breaking, and people around you are constantly talking, moving. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, lost, or even frustrated. But Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a way to stay calm, focused, and in control, even when the world around you feels chaotic. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This idea is powerful, especially in a world full of distractions. Let's explore how you can stay stoic in such a world. First, let's talk about what Stoicism really is. Stoicism is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. It's about understanding what is within your control and what is not. The Stoics believe that external events like what other people say or do, the weather, or even global events are not in our control. What is in our control is how we think, how we react, and how we choose to live our lives. This is the core idea of Stoicism. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. This mindset can help you stay calm and focused, even when the world feels overwhelming. Now, let's talk about distractions. Distractions are everywhere, and they are designed to pull you away from what really matters. Your phone, for example, is a constant source of distraction. Notifications, messages, and apps are all competing for your attention. Social media is especially designed to keep you scrolling, clicking, and reacting. The news is another distraction. It's full of stories that are often negative, sensational, and designed to provoke strong emotions. Even the people around you can be distractions, pulling you into drama or unnecessary conversations. In such a world, how can you stay focused on what truly matters? How can you stay stoic? The first step is to recognize what really matters to you. The Stoics believed in living a life of virtue, which means living with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. These are the things that truly matter. Everything else, money, fame, material possessions, and even the opinions of others say are not as important. When you know what truly matters, it becomes easier to ignore the distractions that don't align with your values. For example, if you value wisdom, you might choose to spend your time reading a book instead of scrolling through social media. If you value self-discipline, you might choose to work on a project instead of watching TV. Knowing your values helps you make better decisions and stay focused on what really matters. The second step is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness means being fully present in the moment, without judgment. It's about paying attention to what you're doing right now, rather than worrying about the past or the future. When you're mindful, you're less likely to be pulled into distractions. For example, if you're working on a task, focus completely on that task. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the task at hand. Mindfulness takes practice, but it's a powerful tool for staying focused and calm. The Stoics practiced mindfulness by regularly reflecting on their thoughts and actions. They asked themselves questions like, am I living in accordance with my values? Am I focusing on what I can control? These reflections help them stay grounded and focused. The third step is to embrace simplicity. The Stoics believed in living a simple life, free from unnecessary desires and distractions. This doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy, but it does mean being intentional about how you spend your time and energy. For example, instead of trying to keep up with the latest trends or buying things you don't really need, focus on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Simplify your life by reducing clutter, both physical and mental. Let go of things that don't serve you, whether it's material possessions, toxic relationships, or negative thoughts. When you live simply, you create more space for what truly matters. The fourth step is to practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses and stay focused on your goals, without doing what you know is right even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. For example, if you know that spending too much time on social media is distracting you from your work, practice self-discipline by setting limits on your usage. If you know that eating unhealthy food is not good for you, practice self-discipline by choosing healthier options. Self-discipline is like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. The more you exercise it, the easier it becomes to stay focused and resist distractions. The fifth step is to accept what you cannot control. This is one of the most important teachings of Stoicism. There will always be things in life that are beyond your control, other people's actions, the weather, global events, and even your own past. Trying to control these things will only lead to frustration and stress. Instead, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. When you accept what you cannot control, you free yourself from unnecessary worry and anxiety. You can then focus your energy on what truly matters. The sixth step is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack. It's about appreciating the good things in your life, no matter how small. The Stoics believed that gratitude helps us stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. For example, instead of complaining about the traffic, be grateful that you have a car to drive. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, appreciate what you do have. Gratitude shifts your perspective and helps you see the good in every situation. It's a powerful tool for staying positive and resilient, even in the face of distractions and challenges. The seventh step is to build a strong inner life. Your inner life is your thoughts, your beliefs, and your values. It's what makes you who you are. The Stoics believe that a strong inner life is essential for living a good life. When your inner life is strong, you're less likely to be swayed by external distractions. You know who you are, what you stand for, and what truly matters to you. Building a strong inner life takes time and effort. It requires regular reflection, self-awareness, and a commitment to living in accordance with your values. But the rewards are worth it. A strong inner life gives you the strength and clarity to stay focused and calm, no matter what's happening around you. The eighth step is to practice resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep going, even when things are tough. The Stoics believe that challenges and difficulties are an inevitable part of life. Instead of avoiding them, we should embrace them as opportunities to grow and become stronger. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger? Resilience is not about avoiding pain or discomfort. It's about facing it head-on and coming out stronger on the other side. The more resilient you are, the better equipped you'll be to handle distractions and stay focused on your goals. The ninth step is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a big impact on your thoughts, your actions, and your overall well-being. If you surround yourself with negative, toxic people, it will be harder to stay focused and positive. But if you surround yourself with positive, supportive people, it will be easier to stay on track. The Stoics believed in the importance of choosing your friends and associates wisely. Spend time with people who inspire you, challenge you, and support you in living a good life. These positive influences will help you stay focused and motivated, even in a world full of distractions. The 10th and final step is to remember that life is short. The Stoics believed in the importance of Memento Mori, which means remember that you will die. This might sound morbid, but it's actually a powerful reminder to live life to the fullest. When you remember that your time is limited, it becomes easier to prioritize what truly matters and let go of the distractions that don't. Every day is a gift, and every moment is an opportunity to live in accordance with your values. Don't waste your time on things that don't matter. Focus on what truly matters, and make the most of the time you have. In conclusion, Staying stoic in a world full of distractions is not easy, but it is possible. It requires a commitment to living in accordance with your values, practicing mindfulness, embracing simplicity, and exercising self-discipline. It also requires accepting what you cannot control, practicing gratitude, building a strong inner life, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Most importantly, it requires remembering that life is short and making the most of every moment. By following these steps, you can stay focused, calm, and in control, even in a world full of distractions. Remember, the power to live a good life is within you. You have the strength and the wisdom to stay stoic, no matter what challenges or distractions come your way.